Hello, I think I'm streaming. Okay. I will record this in a second. I'll just make sure that it's working. I'm excited to be here with you today. Hello, I think I'm streaming. Okay. Yes, it says I'm streaming. So hello. This is exciting. It's so exciting coming on here. Hello, everybody. How are you today? I'm excited for this live event, this 2-day, let's call it a masterclass on the effortless way, the effortless weight loss. And I actually, when I said this a couple of weeks ago and I set it up, it was what everybody was looking for. But I want you to change, I'm going to change this to the effortless confidence and body image. All right, this sounds better. The weight loss is just such a lack mentality, which is a worthiness. So we want to shift this worthiness today, okay? So we're going to be talking about lots of things today. And don't forget, we're live again tomorrow. And we're going to really dig into everything. But today we're going to really dig into, I guess before I even go, I just want to say I'm so grateful to be here with you today. Speaking to you about it's really about your worthiness, right? Our confidence and our worthiness is what we need to work on. Our self-love is ourselves in order to have everything we desire. You want to have the body that you dream of. You want to have the relationships that you love. You want to have, maybe it's even about money, right? Because it's all within us. And I know the body image, weight loss, whatever you want to call it there, is what we're talking about today, because obviously I've done this in my own life and I've coached thousands of women over the last 5 years in this area. And I'm excited to be here with you today. So, we're going to be the effortless confidence and body image that you desire. That's the 2-day event. And by this end of this live event, we're going to be talking about the worthiness with yourself, of love, and having that body that you desire. I want you to ask yourself, like, what do you see when you look in the mirror? Like every day we are creating our reality. We are creating our circumstances in life. We need to look, rather than looking outside of us, I want you to start really studying yourself, like start dating yourself, right? Wouldn't that be fun? Just start dating you. What do you love about yourself? Because if you feel yourself feeling worthy enough of having the body and that you truly love yourself, guess what? It's all going to happen. It will all unfold the way it's supposed to unfold. You are the creator of your reality. You are in charge of this. This is your life. It is up to you. It's not someone else. Even getting a personal trainer, right? Even having a coach. I've had many clients that haven't achieved what they desire because they cannot do the inner work, which is the self-love. They lose the weight, but it continues to come back on. They don't know how to keep it off because their worthiness is in this feeling of where they are right now. The only way to shift that is to love yourself unconditionally, without even thinking twice about it. It is all in you, all about you. Just making sure I'm going to put that on speaker view. All right. So it's, how do you feel about yourself? What is it that is lacking in your life? Once we get clear and we take more action about who we are and what we feel, is when everything will start to change for you. Change in the sense of, sorry, I've got some people coming on. I wasn't going to stream on Zoom because I'm really doing this on YouTube. So bear with me here. I am on YouTube. Start video. Okay, that's good now. Sorry for the interruption, everyone. Okay, so the worthiness is what we have to understand. When we start feeling, this is where you are the creator of your reality. You are in charge of this. This is your job. Your job is to love yourself unconditionally. Your job is to feel worthiness of everything you desire. I got goosebumps talking about this. And these are practices that I've done in my own life. And I understand it. If we don't feel worthy enough, it might be worthy enough of money, worthy enough of the body you desire, worthiness of the friends that you want. It doesn't matter how you look at it. It is all the same. We are manifesting every day in our thoughts. The problem is, I want you to realize, is that you can be manifesting what you don't want, which is the weight coming back on, which is the yo-yo dieting, which is, you know, you put weight on and you take weight off. I mean, you lose weight and it comes back on. I've coached so many clients that they start, obviously have a good week, which is they're doing the things and they feel worthy of it, and they lose like 2 pounds in 1 week. And then all of a sudden the next week, the weight is back on. And it's worthiness, it's self-love, it's putting yourself, making yourself that priority. So effortless, right? What does effortless mean to you? Effortless is like it's all in with ease and flow, right? Life is ease and flow. And I want you to actually really think about, is your life easy? Is your life in flow? Really study this, because if there's, and life can feel, some areas are easy and some areas are not. But in order to have that wholeness within ourselves and that worthiness of ourselves, we really have to look at it as every area of our life. And it needs to have its attention to it. So I want you to ask yourself, do you feel worthy? Do you feel worthy enough of having everything you desire? The body, the career, the business, the clients coming in, it's all wrapped up in this worthiness. Worthiness is such an important word. And it's one that I've really had to study in my own self. At the beginning of the year, I knew there was stuff that wasn't working for me. I could feel it. There was a heaviness in me. So are you paying attention to the signs? Are you paying attention to how you feel? Are you paying attention to the, like that, you know, that weight? We know it. It's like anxiety in our body, right? When we have that feeling in our gut, it's really not a nice feeling, is it? It's like an unworthiness. It's anxiousness is really fear. That anxiety that rolls around in your gut is fear. Fear does not exist. Fear is something that your back brain is telling you that you're not worthy and you need to stay where you are because it wants to keep you there. When we are expanding, when we're having an identity shift, it's really that next step for you. And this is what this event, this masterclass is about. How do you have it all? How do you have effortless weight loss and the confidence and the worthiness to have that? There is no magic pill to this. The magic pill is this, right? It's the project. You are the project. I say this all the time, right? I had a course called Project You, and I'm going to have that link up there so you can go and do some self-study work, because it's the inner work to actually having everything you desire. So what makes you happy? What makes you happy? Are you happy when you go out for a walk with your girlfriends? Are you happy when you're going shopping and buying new clothes? Are you happy having family over for dinner and cooking dinner for all your friends and your family? That happiness is a vibration. That vibration is in flow and ease. So I want you to see and understand how this stuff works. It's that feeling of, oh, this is so fun. Like, I know I love Christmas, right? Christmas is such a fun time because everyone is happy. So there's pretty much in the world, it's a happy place for most people. And that energy comes through us, right? It's in the shopping centers. They're playing the Christmas music. We're buying things for others. It's such a beautiful place to be able to buy things and give gifts, right? That is just one of the most magical things to do, is to be able to give somebody something. I love gift giving. Love it, love it, love it. But the other side of it is also receiving it without feeling like you have to give it back. And I'm explaining this stuff because this is part of why to have the effortless weight loss and the body you love and to have the confidence, it's something that's happened in the past, that something is holding you back by achieving this. Like, ask yourself, like, when is it? Every time I get on a call with a woman that starts with me in coaching, I ask them, how much weight do you want to lose? When's the last time that you weighed that? And it's usually 20 to 30 years ago. And they say, oh, I remember when I was in my 20s, late 20s, early 30s, I could eat whatever I wanted. I loved my body. I felt so good in myself. So then I say, okay, that's fantastic. That was in ease. That was in flow. So where are you now that has shifted in the person and the identity of that woman that had ease and flow? And something happened in the middle. Something happened, something lowered your confidence in yourself, your worthiness in yourself. And this is why we have a struggle in the global world with weight loss, also because it's everything you hear, right? It's a $1 billion industry trying to make you feel unworthy, that there is a problem with you, that you can't lose weight. Does that make sense? So I really, really want you to think about that worthiness in yourself. Because the worthiness is within you. It's not external. Weight loss is not about outside of you. The weight loss is you. The stuff that you still have on your body is what is the problem, right? That's where the emotion is. That's where the stuff is, the unworthiness, your confidence, feeling not good enough. Come home from work and you're diving into, the cookies or the ice cream or the bag of chips because it's comforting you, because you feel a lack. You feel unworthy. The mindset is this thing that can drive us back here. So when we have doubt and fear, always think about, how do you feel? And what are you saying to yourself? That is what you want to start thinking about. You want to go in, you want to ask yourself, why am I feeling this way? Oh my gosh, what is this? And when you start dating yourself, you're going to start seeing it. You're going to start going, oh, that's where it came from, right? Because confidence, we are born as babies, confident, worthy, enough. We say what we want, we love, we laugh. And this is you now. This is you. I want you to understand. It's just you've forgotten who you were. You've forgotten who you are. Who are you? So I really want you to get to know yourself, right? Like, think about, what makes you happy? What do you value in your life? Try to challenge yourself, right? In the thoughts, the unkind thoughts about yourself. Like, why are you saying that to yourself? What's the reasoning behind those thoughts and those sayings? And I want you to be more positive about yourself when you see yourself. Claiming it back, right? Confidence is something that when we have been feeling unworthy and not enough, it's really something that we gradually have to start just completely changing that identity, completely changing who you think you are, or think someone's made you think you are a certain way if you want to change. Change starts within us. Change is looking in the mirror and saying, I'm not happy with this person anymore, and being honest with yourself. The more that you get honest with yourself, the more that you will unveil the stuff that you need to work on. So it's a confidence, it's a worthiness. And if you keep struggling, as I know, I get so many emails about, this is why this topic was so important, right? Effortless weight loss. And one of us, I think it was Zambia, said, oh, does that even exist? And I'm going to say, yes, it does. Absolutely, it does. I got this client at the moment, just like changing so much in her life. But we've worked on this worthiness. We've worked on this self-talk and our identity of who we are. As I continue to do, which is why I'm coaching now on this. This identity shift is everything in having the effortless weight loss. And we will dig more into that weight loss tomorrow. But today I want you to just really start thinking about who you are today, right? Take this challenge. I have my free mini five-day course, which is going to help open up your awareness, open up your thoughts of what gives you joy. Like, think about what gives you joy. I know for me, I love getting out. Today, I finally got out to run. I've been injured. I had to stay home and kind of do different things, cycling, right? To keep me from work, so my body could sort of heal. But today I made the effort. So here's the thing. The effortless comes when you start making that next step. This morning, I wanted to go, but then I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to go, because it felt like a big effort. Hear what I said? It felt like an effort. But then I went, no, I need to be around my friends. I need to be around them. Even if I run on my own, I'm going to see them when we start, and then we're going to meet up for coffee afterwards. So I shifted that energy to be effortless. And it was effortless. I made the decision. I got ready. I got in the car. I was excited. I saw them. They went a different way. I went my way. And we had coffee. It was so fun. Life is meant to be fun. Life is meant to be effortless. Effortless is life, is ease and flow. I don't know how many years ago I started talking about ease and flow, right? Like, I remember now coaching with, there was a couple clients, and like Ruth was an amazing client, because she used to talk about, oh, it's just ease and flow. Because I always talked about it should be ease and flow. Weight loss should not be challenging as it is in this world. It should not. The diet world is making you crazy. Okay, let's just get real honest with this diet world. Because it's making you think there's a problem within you. There is nothing wrong with you. And what happens is that, because the diet world is what it is, you keep hearing all these things, like you start starving yourself, you start self-sabotaging yourself when you have something. I hate that word treat, but people call it a treat when you think you're having a treat, and there is no such thing as a treat. Food is food. Our body is not a calculator calculating ching, ching, ching. Oh, Yvonne, you just ate 400 calories, ching, ching, ching. Oh, you've had this much fat in the body. do we need to understand our nutrition? Absolutely. Do we need to understand food and how it's processed and how our bodies react to it? Absolutely. But the diet industry has gone crazy, and it's making you crazy. It's making you feel unworthy. It's making you struggle for year after year after year. Because then what you've done is, because you think about your weight 24/7. And I know, I was there. All I did was think about my weight. I weighed myself 3 to 4 times a day. And it was not fun. And I didn't eat because I felt unworthy of having food. That unworthiness and self-worth is our vibration, right? It's that flow. It's like, just when you get there, it's a sweet spot of life. And I want to encourage you that this exists for you. We all have this opportunity to change our life super fast. I'm talking super fast, right? By changing some of these things within ourselves. Because the constant thoughts you have that you can't lose weight is why you're putting weight on and you can't lose it. When we feel unworthy, it's in the lower vibration, not feeling good. It's depressed. You feel depressed. And you can't change things in your life when you're in that area, right? Because what happens is your mind, your brain will start going into all these negative thoughts, and you can spiral down that little path and then start talking about other people, and you become not a loving woman. Like, we have to mind that mind. We have to be really understanding of who we are and be whole and be love. And that self-love is you. When we start having more self-love, you will take better care of yourself. Because we have lack of trust and belief that we can lose weight and keep it off, you don't love yourself to know that you're enough now. You are enough now. You don't become enough when you lose 40 pounds. You are enough now. Your confidence is what you need to work on in feeling enough. And like I said, this is not just in your weight loss. This will be going out in all different areas of your life. Maybe your job, growing a business, having clients enroll into your programs, having money to pay for things. Money is just an energy, an exchange of our worthiness in serving clients, serving the world, right? That gratitude, and it comes back through us. You know, when you think that some people have more money, and why do they have more money? It's just an energy they hold of being worthy enough of it. So are you worthy enough to have the body you want, to have the man, the family, the friends, the holidays? Like, see where I'm going? It's everything we do. And I get it. Get it. I really do. I spent too many years not feeling worthy in my life. Thinking from a world in my 20s when no one talked about this stuff, and being in the event industry as a dancer, we were not worthy enough of getting jobs if we had too much weight on. So our self-confidence, my self-confidence was right there. Think about models, all that stuff. How do you stay worthy enough? How do you feel enough when someone tells you you're fat? Yvonne, you need to lose weight. You're fat. That was the age of 16 was the first time I started saying I was on a diet. And I haven't even introduced myself, so I hope you guys know I'm Yvonne Purvis. Oh my goodness. I just love talking about this stuff, okay? I'm Yvonne Purvis, and I'm here to help you and serve you and actually make you understand that you are enough and worthy and can have everything you desire. All right? I'm an identity upgrade manifesting coach in all areas of your life. Because as you can see, when we start really working on ourselves and seeing all these different areas, life will get so fun. Life will become easy. Are you saying it's easy, or are you saying it's hard? hard to lose weight? Or is it easy to lose weight? I had 2 customers the other day that I was coaching. One was complaining, it's so hard. I don't feel the energy to get up in the morning and go for my walk. You know, I really want to have a glass of wine when I come home, but I'm really tired in the morning. That's one client. The second client's like, and she was in her late 50s. And she was the opposite. She was like, oh my God, I have so much energy. I'm prioritizing my health and making sure I get out for my walk. And she was going to bed, getting 8 hours of sleep, prioritizing her self-health, herself, to be her best version. So do you want to be your best version, or do you want to stay where you are? So your belief is within you, right? So going back, just a little bit of background on me again, right? So I've been coaching women in this weight loss since COVID. COVID got me back out here coaching. I was a personal coach back in my 20s, a fitness coach, aerobics, all that kind of stuff. And I've been in a coaching, my mentor and coach was about manifestation, was about how do we create a better life. I left a marriage of 20 years with no worthiness. I had no money. There was a lack in me. I was unworthy. I didn't love. I was blocked in all areas of my life. I felt so out of myself. I didn't know who I was. And over that 5 years since we separated, and also in the divorce courts through COVID, tough times. But I kept pushing, I kept changing, I kept, growing and leaning into it and doing the work. And it was almost like the universe just kept pushing me outside my comfort zone to get back to where my wholeness, my true self, my version, to remember who I was. I had to remember who I was. And now I'm on another upgrade, identity shift, quantum leap, if you want to call it, if you're not familiar with these manifesting words, but I'm on a quantum leap to the highest self. But you can only see as far as you can see. So I want you to think about, like, what do you want? Give yourself some goals in the next 6 months? What do you want to achieve? Who do you want to be? What are you going to take today from this coaching, from this live event, to help you move forward? If you still believe that why you can't lose weight, how to be healthy, how to be fit. And is it easier or harder as we're aging? Probably a little bit harder, but I don't like that word. Our bodies are just in a different way, where we do need a little more self-love, right? Maybe you can't do everything right away as you used to be able to do things as quickly as you could, but I want you to just start. It's always just starting with a new way. What are your new habits as your healthy self? Because the healthy person does those things, right? So the effortless way is finding what makes you feel good, what gives you energy to achieve that goal. Walking, running, going to the gym, what is it? Find that thing and continue to do it, to find your worthiness and your self-love. Stop stepping on the scale 3 to 4 times a day. If you want to keep track of yourself, weigh yourself once a week, period. Eating, let's talk about food. What is a healthy version of yourself? Eat. These are the shifts that we make in life. This is how we start those little baby steps for huge achievements. So see, the dieting world is making you think there's something easy, right? It's like a 6-week, 8-week. They're the ones that are out there that you think you're going to see all these big changes. And yes, can you lose some weight? Yes. 9 out of like most 90% of people put it all back on and then some. And I'm sure you're listening to this and you're saying, yeah, I've been there. I've done it many times, as I did as well. It was like the constant loop, right? So are you ready to change the loop and the story that you keep telling yourself? It's the stories that are going on about yourself. The stories that you're not good enough, the story that I can't lose weight, the story that I'm too tired, the story that whatever it is. I want you to really start leaning into this. Lean into who you are. Like write down, what would you love to achieve? What makes you happy? Happiness is the starting point. Do you want to be a woman that's super fit and healthy in your two-piece bathing suit, bikini? Like for you, some of you might be in North America, it's still summer. Start the change. Always easier to start these habits when the weather's warmer than starting things in the winter. This is when we take action. This is when we keep moving forward. This is how we start these baby steps in the effortless way of our weight loss. Achieving this weight loss, achieving that body that you desire. It took me years before I found out how to just be. And when we also, I want to recognize that stress in our life, because now that when we have a family and we have work and economy and there's a lot of uncertainty still in the world, but we can't control that. The only thing we can control is ourselves. We can't control people around us. We can only control ourselves. And when you start focusing on what you can control, this is what brings you happiness. This is where the joy comes from. This is the gratitude that we have. So date yourself. Be aware. Start having a little journal, right? If you're feeling like you're saying yes to everything, right? So when here's some 5 things to do for yourself, okay? I want you to try to challenge the sabotaging thoughts about yourself. Ask yourself, why do I feel this way? Why? What is this? And then I want you to say some positive things about yourself. I'm beautiful. I'm healthy. I have a beautiful husband. I have, what is it? Right? You want to repeat these things to yourself. And here's one that I really had to when I was in my younger years, saying no to things. Saying no if it's something that you know that you don't want to do or be around. It's okay to say no. It is. So if you're saying yes to everything, why? Sometimes it is about saying no. That's also self-love. It's always comes back down to self-love. And then I want you to think about, do you compare yourself to others? Do you compare yourself to a friend that looks amazing? Do you compare yourself to your sister? Do you compare yourself to somebody in your gym class? Comparing yourself is the thief of failure. It's one of the things that you have to not do. And it's easy to do. In business, it's easy to do. You think you see these people and they're doing amazing, and then you start feeling unworthy. You think that they have all these clients rolling in as an entrepreneur, right? I've been an entrepreneur my whole life. So we can't compare. And life is different, right? Because we see all this stuff. So I want you to stay in where you are, not look at others, and be grateful and excited when other people are achieving these goals, because that's a reflection of you. So if you are feeling like, oh, I can't believe she's had that, that is no, do not do that. That is not a good thing to do. You are resisting your change in life. You want more money, then stop saying everything is so expensive. I can't afford that. You're never going to get more. Find a solution, find a way, right? Be a solution-orientated person. See how all these things are similar, just in different areas of our life? I just caught myself the other day with a story. And I was like, oh my gosh, Yvonne, you're manifesting this. See what I mean? Your thoughts are your reality. Your thoughts are what you're manifesting. So we are so good at manifesting, or however you want to call it. If you're not into manifesting and you're here to learn a little bit about it, fantastic. Because let me tell you, I have manifested many things that I have not desired. And money was one of them. Okay. I wanted it. I needed it. I was attached to it. Do you know what happens when we're attached? This is like the weight. You're so attached to wanting to lose weight, you get the opposite. That's how it works. So you put on weight or your bank account goes down. I love this stuff. I'm so passionate about talking about this. All right. So let's not talk about weight loss anymore, ladies. Okay. I want you to not even think about weight loss. I want you to be real with yourself. And I want you to do this work. I want you to get in and look at yourself and really start noticing the things that you are doing. Who do you want to be? Like if you are 6 months from now, what would you love? What would you love? Let's look at all the fun things. Be really mindful when you start feeling a lack. And I do want to, there's a couple of things I do want to clarify regarding also with, our bodies as we're aging. Okay. So we do have a visceral fat underneath our stomachs, but this is all from not doing it and eating. That's all nutrition. And doing. Don't read into this stuff. The more that you focus on it and you think you're having it, you will keep having it. Again, the diet world, I want you to, for once and for all, if anything you get from this live event, this masterclass today, is to stop looking for the fast, shiny thing. Stop getting all the emails that are making you feel like there's a problem with you, and stop them. Stop them. It's not true. It's a billion-dollar industry trying to tell you you're not enough or worthy of enough. You're worthy of eating food and enjoying life. Okay? So try to promise something to yourself and stop those emails. Unsubscribe from the continuous emails that you're getting, that it's menopause, it's your metabolism, it's keto, whatever is going on in your, that you have a binge problem. What else? Because they're trying to think of a lot of coaches that I know that all coach in all these different ways. You feel worthy enough, you start doing this love work and worthy enough, it's when the flow comes, the ease and flow. And then you'll start making those choices from who you are as that new person. But yes, we have to move our bodies. We have to get outside and do new things. Does that make sense? Seeing if there's any comments there. Hormones, our hormones are changing on a daily basis. Okay, so there's no point getting your hormones changed because they do change every day. And the reason they're changing is because our bodies are changing, right? We're losing our estrogen, that time of month is going away. And I want you to just stay really crystal clear that you need to eat better food, start looking at the foods that you're eating, get enough sleep, limit your coffee and your alcohol. Those are the biggest tips I can give you with having the effects of any kind of menopause, because they are making it more challenging for you. And processed food. Okay. So, how do you feel now? Are you feeling more worthy? Are you feeling like maybe you've got some new things that you can do to make yourself feel better? So the last thing is to do something nice for yourself. What do you love doing? Like what is it? Is it maybe having that quiet time to sit and journal? Maybe it's sitting and just thinking or meditating. Because low self-esteem stems from unresolved past issues and emotions. Instead of a thought, it's a belief. It's a belief. So those past experiences lead to those negative beliefs about everything. And it is the number one, and if there is one emotion that drives self-worth, it's the shame. So feeling shameful that you can't lose weight, feeling shameful that you put on all this weight, feeling shameful that your bank account doesn't have any money in it, feeling shame that your business isn't growing. I deal with a lot of entrepreneurs, business owners in my coaching, and this is a really big one I get. Not feeling worthy and shameful, and I was there, feeling shame a couple of years ago that my business wasn't growing. I was focusing on the wrong stuff. I needed to focus on my self-worth. I had to focus on my love for myself. And I want to do more for others to help you grow and learn and have the life you desire. I really do. I truly want to help you be that way, right? So let's recap. So there are so many reasons you may feel unworthy, but you can take these baby steps today to improve your feelings of self-worth. Challenging those negative thoughts, making a plan for handling your emotions. Emotions, I find that stuff is just hearing them and feeling those emotions and asking yourself why you're feeling those. Embracing your best in each day. We only have what we have today. Stop looking back at yesterday or thinking about the future. Be present in this day. And reaching out to others, right? To help them feel valid. Stop reaching out to others, thinking that you're getting validation from someone else. No one's going to validate you except you. It all starts with you. Everything is within you. The life, the body, the money, the business you desire, it's all within you. So tomorrow we're going to dig more into this. We're going to dig into what you've done, where if you've made some changes, and we're going to move into the person that you want to be with that shift of effortless, that new identity of who you are, so that life becomes really super easy for you. Thank you so much for being here. I'm also going to pop in. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you've enjoyed this video. And I have popped in down below my 5-day mini course for the new identity, which is a really great course to do because it's going to challenge you in all these areas that we've talked about. You know, what do you desire? What would you like to do? Would you like to create a new business? What kind of person do you want to be? Like, I want you to really encourage doing this 5-day exercise for yourself. And if you do want to know more and how to work with me, you can book a call as well down below in the chat. And I'm so grateful that you've been here with me today. And I appreciate you. And like I said, I'm so excited to help you along this journey of this confidence and worthiness within ourselves to have that body you absolutely desire. And obviously the business you desire. And let's talk about the money you desire. Okay. Anyway, we'll have more of those in different episodes, but today it's the body and the confidence. And I've been, again, my pleasure to be here with all of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bye.